All right, Donald Trump's strategy seems to be closely aligned with Andrew Jackson's style of democracy. And then let me add on top of that, if you study Chinese face reading, I mean, these guys look pretty similar in appearance. Of course, there are some differences with their policies, especially for the different times that their popularity was at its highest. There's just different situations. The technology was different and all that. But what Jackson did was this is a time when they changed the law to allow everybody suffrage, which is everybody had the ability to vote, unlike before where it was only people who own land who were allowed to vote. So that changed. But what some things that stand out to me with this Jacksonian democracy is just how he's gathered people. He's taken on politicians and the old system and kicked them out. And brought in the common person and made the common person feel like they were more a part of the political spectrum, which Donald Trump's really doing a lot of. And Donald Trump talks a lot about how he's going to turn over the people in power. He's going to kick out a lot of people in power and replace them with people who are lesser known but more qualified. And Jackson did that. Jackson had one of the highest turnover ratios that happened when he became president, and that's what it sounds like. What's going to happen with Donald Trump too, and it comes apart as part of a spoils system, I believe. To the victor gets the spoils. So, okay, we ended suffrage. All right, so now a lot of white supremacists are really for the Trump style of politics. And with Andrew Jackson, that really sounds like the manifest destiny situation. It's just something for white people. Mostly the blacks didn't have much progress in their own lifestyles. That's something to think about. Yeah, the spoils system. Okay, that seems to be what's going on with Trump and his gonna put up a wall and make Mexico pay for it. That's part of the manifest destiny a little bit. Gonna shut out the Arabs. Gonna take care of the Chinese and get them in line economically. All right, that's a part of the laissez-faire economics a little bit. Um, like the Democrats these days, Andrew Jackson was a Democrat. Apparently, he was one of the early starters of it, but of course it's changed over time from the 1820s. But it really sounds like laissez-faire. Donald Trump is going to let the market take care of a lot of can cause a lot of corrections, and it doesn't sound like he cares that much about education either. He said that he doesn't want education centralized with the federal government. He wants the states to handle it. Pretty much, he doesn't want to deal with it. He's saying, it's out of my hands. Just give it to the states and see what they can do. And that's very similar in line to the Jacksonian kind of politics. Before the Jacksonian politics, there was a Jeffersonian politics, which emphasized education, and yeah. So that's there's a lot of similarities. If you want to understand how to predict what Trump's style of politics is going to look like, I think looking at the Jacksonian style is probably a really good indicator of what to expect from Trump.